So I'm here in my back garden and we just got creeped out because my neighbours was asking for their ball back. We can hear it, but we couldn't see them, and someone was just going, hello, hello. So I did a question and answers on Instagram a couple of days ago, and I'm here to answer them all. I'm in my back garden. I thought we would change up the scenery rather than doing something in the house, and I literally have like all my lists of like print screened, like everything. So I'm going to answer some questions. So let's get it started. Tell us more about your moving to the US. What are you going to do out there? Well, number one, we actually were supposed to leave in April 2021, but because of COVID, things have just been delayed and everything's just kind of got a bit crap in the States. So we're not going to be leaving until we've decided until January 2022, because even if things are better by, like, things won't be better by April, but even if things are better by the summer, it's not gonna be 100%. So at least we know potentially that it could be 100% by next Jan. So we're just going to be waiting. And what am I going to be doing there? Basically just more of what I'm doing, like more of it though, because I really want to get into like doing pranks and doing some public stuff, like public humor. But here it's very difficult because you can't really film in public, and if you catch people, if like people are in the video and they don't know, it's actually illegal here, so you can get arrested and get a very big fine, so it's not even worth it. So I'm going to try and travel more like this year as much as I can to get that kind of content over, and be a bit more creative. My first tattoo, so my first tattoo was on my hip, but it's not very visible. Shall I try and show? Hang on. Oh, we're getting naked now. You see it?
Yeah.
When I was 16, it was my birthday, obviously, because I was turning 16. So I said to my mum, I was like, can I get my belly button pierced? She's like, absolutely not. I was like, all right, can I get a tattoo then? She's like, sure. And I'm like, are you high? Is everything okay? So anyway, I actually found this stencil that I have now on my hip. I found it on the internet. I then drew it out because I didn't have a printer, so I just kind of drew it, but I didn't draw it properly, so it was all like wonky and stuff. Anyway, I went to the tattoo parlor and told the guy like, I want this on my hip, and he literally like traced my stencil and put my drawing on my hip. So, and then I basically had like four removal sessions since to get rid of it, because it just looks messy. Like if it didn't look messy, I wouldn't care, but it just looks messy, so we ain't gonna be keeping that. How tall am I? Oh yeah, this one has actually come up quite a lot. I'm 5'10". That's all I have to say about it. Craziest adventure I've ever been on?
Ibiza.
Ibiza wasn't an adventure, that was a drug fest. You know what? I wouldn't say it was an adventure. I think it was more like a life change. I think the craziest thing I've ever done was just move abroad, because I was such a home girl and I didn't travel that much in the UK, and then I just kind of decided that I wanted to move to Dubai, and I'd never been here before. I didn't even know what it looked like. Still don't know where it is on a map. So it was just so random to move over here. So I definitely think that was, let's say, not an adventure, but like one of the craziest things I've ever done. How did you meet Larry, and what's it like dating such a muscly fella like him? Are you British? Fella. We met in the gym in Train SF in Dubai, because he was here on like an incubation program, and we just met in passing because I was training with one of the coaches that he was like working with, so it was kind of like just in passing. And after a couple of, let's say like after a month and a bit, we then actually started to chat more, and yeah, then we just started.
Who messaged first?
Huh?
Who messaged first?
He messaged first, obviously. Well, he didn't message me like, hey hun, how are you? He basically just replied to my story. And I was like, what? This guy's messaging me? Why is he messaging me? Me. So he just replied to my story, like with like a emoji, that was it. Just since then we just then started talking, and I just we just started to go, like, we just started doing things together. We went to like Global Village, I took him to Tocado, which is like a good Mexican restaurant here.
That was the first date.
Yeah, that was our first.
I was waiting outside for 2 hours.
Sharif was waiting outside for 2 hours, and he's like, did you bang her, mate? And he's like, what, in Tocado? No, I didn't. So, bit difficult to do that here. We went to Tocado, was like the first place. I wouldn't really call it a date. I don't really know what I would call it. We didn't really go on a date. Maybe we did, like Nusrat. He took me to Nusrat, didn't he? For my birthday. Oh no, I ditched him on my birthday. Can I trying hard to get, honey. But yeah, we met in the gym and then it just kind of like moved on from there. How old am I? I am 27, but I'm turning 28 on the 20th of April. I'm now approaching I'm going into late 20s, aren't I, really? So that's scary. How do you stay positive in life? For example, what brings you happiness? I think it's just because like I know what I want in life. I really just don't care what people think. I do to an extent, but like I'll still do it anyway. Like I don't hold back on things just because someone tells me not to. As long as it doesn't get me in trouble, as long as it's not like illegal, and I just focus on my own shit. I don't bother about what other people are doing. Like I don't allow other people's actions to upset me, unless obviously they're like really close to me. Like if Larry did something that was going to upset me, obviously that's going to upset, or Sharif, or one of my closest people in my circle. But let's say like random trolls and stuff, that there's no need. Like just now I was getting ready and I'm just blasting music, and I do that every single morning. I just blast like fun, happy music, and that definitely gets me in like a good spirit. And I also just think on working on your own mental health, like reading, I've read a lot of psychology books, not studied it, but more so like for my own self-development. And I feel that definitely helped me, because us as humans, we're just overthinkers in general. And obviously when you overthink negatively, it's just like you just attract that negativity, if that makes sense. So I basically just try and focus on more on the positives and try not overthink. And if I have a thought, I kind of just let the thought come by and then go out the other end. It takes a lot of work though, it really does. It's not something that comes easy. You just have to keep working on your own like mental health. So that's kind of how I stay positive all the time in this shitty world. Am I Dutch? No, but my last name is Drinkwater, but it's pronounced Drinkwater, which is Dutch, and I'm tall, so I thought you just got shit on. I thought a bird pooed on you. No, I'm not. So I'm tall as well, so I think there might be some kind of Dutch heritage, but I don't think I'm Dutch, like directly Dutch. Do you know what I'm saying? Did you do boob surgery? I actually didn't. A lot of people think that my boobs are fake, and they're not. How many children would you like to have in the future? I think maybe 3. Why that face?
No, I thought it would be less.
Really? Do I look like the type of person that would only have 1 child?
2.
I can't have 1 child. Like if I had like twins, and because in my family we have twins. My brothers are twins. So if I had twins and it was a girl and a boy, I'd probably stop there. I'd be like, oh. But then if I had a 3rd child, like I wouldn't get rid of it. I would just
rid of it.
No, I meant like if I fell pregnant, not if I had the 3rd child. Like I wouldn't just leave. I wouldn't get. Like if I fell pregnant for the 3rd time, I wouldn't have an abortion. I would just keep it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, but then like if I had a 4th child, I'd give it the boot. What's the best food you ate in Dubai? Honestly, you know what the best restaurant I've ever been to in Dubai is? It's not even a restaurant. It's called Meet Me There. I had it yesterday. I've had it ever since I moved here, and it's a burger. Yeah, you've had it. Look, like you've got all your fancy restaurants and shit, right? You got like there's a really nice steak restaurant called Doors. It's actually better than Nusrat, and I will say that because Nusrat's really good and the ambience is good, and I like the I do like Nusrat a lot, but there's something about Doors that is just unreal. Like the steak is the best steak I've ever had in my life. If you want more upper class dining, but I don't really care about going out for a fancy dinner. Meet Me There it's in Jumeirah, which if people don't know where that is, if they're not from Dubai. But anyway, it's basically like on the is it a pier? Marina?
It's like a shore, like with their boats.
Yeah, it's like on the shore with like yachts, and there's jet skis there, and it's so small. It's like a little hole in the wall, not a glory hole. It's like a hole in the wall, and it just has like 2 burgers that you can choose from, 2 lots of fries that you can choose from, and it just tastes unreal. Like it's the best burger I've ever had in my life. I literally started going there when I moved here, and I'm still like a loyal customer. So like they know me in there. So I love it. And this isn't a promotion. This is like coming from the heart. It's coming from the heart. Did you get any dermal fillers done? And if so, who do you recommend? You look amazing. What's dermal fillers? Is that face filler?
Yeah.
Wait, let me Google what dermal fillers is. Oh, well, thanks so much. Who is this? Misha Alves. Well, thanks, Misha. Shout you out. No, I've only had filler in my lips. Never had any filler in my face or Botox. I actually just get my face, I I've done a video of it. I get a SkinCeuticals facial like once a month, and then 7 to 10 days afterwards I'll get a radio frequency and jet plasma facial, which is basically like an ultrasound that they put over your face, and it's like really warm, and that's like the radio frequency. And then there's this jet plasma, and it's like this metal thing, and it basically opens up the channels of your pores, and so whatever moisturizer, or not moisturizer, but whatever serum they're using, it will like absorb it very quickly. And they've been using like collagen and vitamin C. So collagen obviously tightens the skin, so it's very tight right now. But with that, it's rude. Hopefully he doesn't start that again. But we're getting something fitted into the house, so the guy keeps chopping something. Yeah, so I do, and so basically I do the SkinCeuticals facial, and then I do the radio frequency and jet plasma. But outside of that, it's not just what you do like for your hour and a half or in a clinic. I actually wash my face with like all the SkinCeuticals products, and this isn't sponsored either, it's just they're really good. And I have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different products that I put on my face. I don't wear any makeup. I'm not wearing any makeup now. I just have my eyelashes. I do that every single morning and night. I wash my face and put all these serums on from SkinCeuticals. So that's definitely helped, because I'm not against fillers and I'm not against Botox, but I don't want to start it yet because I'm so young. And if I start putting filler in my face, what happens when I'm 50 and I've got all this filler in my face and I need to put more filler in my face? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, once you start, you're not going to stop. So I want to start as late as possible. Why did you decide to move to Dubai? Okay, so I decided to move to Dubai because one of my friends came here for university, like for a placement for university. And he came back and he was just like, it's awesome out there, you can do PT, you can do real estate, and really upsold it to me. So I went home that night and I said to my mum, when we were living in the UK, I was like, I think I want to move to Dubai. And she's like, you want to do what? So you don't even know where Dubai is? I was like, I know. I was like, but it sounds really cool. Like, it sounds like I could do it. So anyway, I then got a LinkedIn and I connected with like real estate firms because I was doing real estate back in the UK. Within 3 weeks of me having my LinkedIn account, I got a message from a company over here asking if I wanted to do real estate. So with the idea of having the thought of Dubai in my head, I moved over 8 weeks later. It happened so fast, and it was really scary, but it was so exciting, and it seemed like so good to be true. And like I wasn't sad until like the day before, because I had to like say goodbye to one of my best friends in the UK who I left, and it was just really so dramatically emotional. Like me and her were both at dinner and we were sobbing. Like we had such a nice time, and then it got to like the conversation. It was like a breakup, and it was just horrible. And that's when it really hit me. And like, because she was literally like one of my bestest friends. And then the next day I was just silent. Like, everyone in the house was silent because they just knew I was leaving, and I literally just packed with like one luggage bag and one suitcase and just moved over. And I honestly thought I would only be here for like 6 months to a year, and then like now it's been 6 years, and I'm like, it is like home for now, you know. And as I said, like, even though I'm going to plan to move, it's a very easy place to live and to move out on your own, actually, because everyone's in the same position. Would you get a British Bulldog? Do you know what? I don't think I would. I don't think I like the British Bulldogs. I don't think I like the way that they look. I think that my next dog will be a Pit Bull. I think that they are so cute because they kind of look a little bit puggish. Not that much, but kinda. They kind of give me the same vibe, but they're bigger. But I do love my dogs. Like, I wouldn't change my dogs for the world. Was it expensive to move to Dubai? No. You can move over here, like, because obviously I was in real estate. What was I going to say? Yeah, because I was in real estate, obviously, and I was commission only, so I had to have like savings, but I didn't have that. So I actually got a bank loan, and I don't recommend people to go down that route, but I just kind of was like, fuck it, I'm just going to get a bank loan. So I got a bank loan of like £5,000 and moved over with that, which is like 25,000 dirhams. So, and that kind of just paid, because over here you can literally live in like an accommodation for super cheap with like room rentals. Like, you just rent a room and you can have housemates and stuff. So I moved over here. There was a lady who worked in HR in the real estate firm that I was in, and she was so kind and took me in with her family for like 6 months, just whilst I was finding my feet. And they were just so welcoming, and like I will always like be in their debt for just making the transition being so easy to move over. Like, I think that I definitely had it easier than most. So yeah, I moved over, and then within 6 months I kind of moved into my own apartment, and then every year I've kind of moved. I've stayed in the same building for like 3 years. I was in like a high-rise building, and then I started to move into like more just low-key apartments, and now I'm in a villa. So it's not expensive, and you can have a really cheap way of living over here. It's not kind of what the media makes out to be, where it's all lavish and like, because obviously what you kind of see is like all the expensive cars and restaurants and like all these tall buildings, and you don't have to live like that. You can literally live like a normal person. And also I think what a lot of people show on social media isn't what it makes out to be, if that makes sense. Like people are flaunting their Ferraris and stuff, but it's actually probably just a car rental. So I just looked at the one, why the glasses? Well, why do you fucking think? I'm not these type of people that wear glasses just to look good. I actually wear glasses so I can see better. So last year I had an eye test because I kept getting migraines, like quite frequently actually. Like I would get a lot of eye strain, so I went to the opticians and they told me that I need to have glasses, so I got glasses. That's such a stupid question. Well, it's not that stupid, I guess. Why do you have mental issues? I don't have mental issues, do I? Fuck you, cunt. Would you marry Chris Brown? Look, as much as I think that Chris Brown is attractive, I probably wouldn't just go and marry him because we might not get along. What happens if we don't get along and just married to this guy? I think he's a good looking man though. What nationality are you? I'm British. Can you not tell? So fucking British. If you were a drug, what drug would you be? Speed. Don't think I've ever tried speed though. But probably would be speed by the sounds of it, because it's just like 100 miles per hour all the time, and that's basically what I am. Do you eventually meet people from Instagram? Well, no, I mean, I'm not gonna actually arrange a meetup and meet them as in like one-on-one, but like if I see someone or they see me, I'll say hello. How long have you and Larry been together? We've been together, it'll be I would say our anniversary, it's on the 9th of April, but that's like the day that we actually first met, like as in like that's the day that we went to that Tocado place that I mentioned earlier. So 9th of April is our like anniversary, so it's coming up to 2 years. Well, this is a good one. What do you think about COVID-19? What do you think, Sharif?
Nothing to say, man. It's fucked up.
Fucked up, bro.
Fudged up. Everything fudged up.
What do I think of it? Do I think it's real? Do I think it's fake? I don't know. I think there's just...
I mean, we all had it, so...
Yeah, we had it. We all had it, and I mean, I wasn't that ill, and I know that other people have been, and I think that it does attack and target people who have a weaker immune system. What would your parents say about your OnlyFans? Well, my dad's dead, so he can't really say much. He's got no say in the matter, really. My mum is very supportive. She wants to get one herself, actually. No, she doesn't, but she makes jokes about getting one herself, but she's fully supportive. She's kind of like, if it makes you happy and it makes you money and you enjoy life, do it. And I think my dad would have the same approach as well, to be honest. I don't think he would be like, no, you're not doing that. Like, he might be a little bit more strict because I'm his daughter, so it's, you know, it's a bit difficult to see your daughter, I guess, flaunting her body over the internet, but I don't think he would. I think he would probably have the same approach as my mum, like as long as it makes you happy, like do what you want. And I really admire that about parents in general. I don't like it when parents try and direct their kids and force their kids to do something that they don't want to do, because in the end of the day it's not their life, it's not the parents' life, it's the kids' life. So as long as, again, they're not harming anyone and they're making money and they're happy, I think that's the most important thing. Any young sister for Caribbean boy, your genes is wonders. No, she's 16, so that's wrong. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Have you ever given a tit job? Yes. And on that note, we will leave it from there. So I'll probably do more of these because they are quite funny, to be honest, coming through and seeing all of them. But also, people will get to know me from a more personal level, so it's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad, yeah. Hope you like it. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Follow YouTube. Follow Sharif on YouTube and Instagram, and obviously follow me on my OnlyFans and Patreon. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna sign out, and I don't think I'm going to do it outside next time because it hurts my eyes. I'm sitting here and I'm like squinting. I've got really sensitive eyes, so yeah. Take care. Bye.